Hi everybody, and 17th of January 2026 marks the 20th anniversary of Marslands Accountants Limited. Yeah, on the 17th of January 2006, I sat there in my little desk with my big monitor and my huge keyboard and a mouse that was like clunky as anything, setting up my first ever limited company, Marslands Accountants Limited. So yeah, that has to be my first, no, that's my second memories, Marslands memories. So if you've got a Marsden's memory that you'd like to share, I'd really love to hear it. And please send it in to admin@marslands.co.uk. And if you've got a video, that'd be even better because I love videos, as you know. But I never used to, I'll be honest. But anyway, my first memories of Marsden's Accountants was actually coming up with the name. So I sat up late one night coming up with lots of different names as to what Marsden's Accountants eventually would end up being, what it could be called. And I had lots of silly names that I could I thought about because remember it's back when the yellow pages were there. So used to try and get in an A, and Marsden's Accountants was a long way down. But yeah, so that's probably my first Marsden's memory. So yeah, I have lots of Marsden's memories to share. Um, and some of them are more recent than others. I think one of my biggest ones has to be with the COVID and standing outside this building here with my little phone and my little post-it note going, oh, today Rishi Sunak has announced this, da, 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 da. And then I tell you all about the furloughing and what was the main things you had to remember and all that sort of type stuff. So that was a really important Marslands memory because it's created a journey that I've now been on in video as well that I never thought would actually happen because I hated doing videos back then, but I got better at it because I did them every day. And I got better at doing the clips and the subtitling and everything else because I was doing it every day. So that's one of my big Marslands memories. Um, Buying the building when we never bought the building with the intention of moving in as the office, I'll be honest. I bought it as an investment originally. And then my husband parked in the car park. So maybe I can move the office over there because the office was back next to my bedroom in my home. And so it meant that if, we didn't normally have clients come to the house, really, if possible, because I didn't really want people in my home, sort of thing. So we trialed it over the winter months, and yeah. Although it's freezing in there, I decided to change the windows after that winter. I'll be honest, because they used to rock a bit because it's that cold and they were so old. That's one of my other Marsden's memories. Really is moving my desk into the building. Um, yeah, so that was quite a big desk as well. I bought this desk. A place called Excel Office Stationery Office Equipment on Mutley Plain. Back when you used to have like an office on Mutley, gosh, that's a long time ago, before it was all barbers and that. Yeah, and I saw this desk in the window, it's reduced now. Oh, that's a lovely looking desk, and it's a massive desk. I didn't really need a desk that big. But yeah, that's one of my Marsden's memories is the purchase of my very own desk. And it was a lovely desk and it served me really well, and it's still there. It's pretty solid thing as well. So I don't think, I think it'll last a long time, hopefully. So that's another Marston's memory. Um, Employing my first member of staff, that's another Marston's memory. No, that started off quite differently actually, because the person that started on work experience, and after the 6 or 8 weeks work experience, it was part of some job creation scheme or whatever. I offered him the job, and he said, "Oh yes, I'd really love to." And one of my concerns was that he lived quite a long way away from Plymouth. And I said, that's a long way to travel every day just to come to work. But he was reliant on a lift and that, and everything was going fine during the work experience. But once he started working properly, and the lift was withdrawn, so after about 2 weeks, he handed his notice in. So yeah, so that didn't work out well, but it's all right. Hopefully, he's doing well since then. Another Marston's memory. My next employee was a lady called Dawn, actually, and Dawn arrived at my door due to networking through Plimpton Chamber. And I asked at the networking if anybody knew of somebody who was looking part-time, just wanted a part-time administrator. And Dawn was looking to leave the legal profession. She had great administration skills and that, but she just wanted an easier life. It wasn't easy at Marslands, I'll be honest. She wanted a quieter time where it wasn't 5 days a week, I think, as well, and just something totally different. And she was very organised and got me all my files organised back and everything, all my filing done and everything else that I've been putting off. So yeah, so that was great memory, Marston's memory there. And Dawn and I went on a day course actually in Exeter with a chap called Phil Sampson, who was running a coaching company. He's one of my mentors actually, and we one of the things we had to cut out pieces of paper to create our visions and our goals and that. And I just always thought, why are we doing this? It's just she never did anything like that in the legal profession. They didn't do any sort of like um, courses or anything like that that weren't like totally fixed on the legal stuff. So yeah, no, it was a great day out and we learned and we set a lot about the type of clients we were looking for as well and our goals and our ambitions. And remember one of the things I cut out was a castle. It's a lovely looking castle, but it's only afterwards I realised it was Shrewsbury Castle. Oh, that's my hometown. That was funny. I think I had a golf course in there as well, funnily enough. That's another Marsden's memory. Yeah, we sponsored a few. Marsden's has sponsored quite a few golf days and golf holes particularly. Hole 13 I like to choose normally at Borringdon. That's another Marsden's memory. Yeah, coming in. To be fair, there's hundreds of Marsden's memory, and I could go on for a long time about them. But I just wanted to start a few. And the staff are going to do a few of their memories as well, of Marslands Accountants as well, so we can build a bank of the Marslands memories that we can keep and hold and treasure forever. It's like a guest book, but yeah. So if you've got a Marslands memory that you'd like to share, please email them over to admin@marslands.co.uk and we'll put them together and put them on our social media if you want us to, or we won't if you don't want us to. But it's nice just to have your memories of Marslands as well along the way. So yeah, so this is a Marslands Memories signing off and time to shine.